Seattle Seahawks are under some scrutiny here from the NFL over their alleged withholding of injury information regarding Richard Sherman. What do you know about this, and what can you tell us about this situation?
Yeah, it's always interesting. As soon as a team's season ends, they want to tell you exactly how many guys played with injuries to prove their toughness and all that. And it really obviously backfired with the Seattle Seahawks, talking about how Sherman had a significant, I believe it was an MCL injury. Now, the Seahawks are going to say, of course, well, he didn't miss any snaps, he didn't miss any practice reps, and so we didn't have to put him on the injury report. And that may be a very textual reading of that injury report, that what you're supposed to do with the NFL, but did it violate the spirit of it? And I think the NFL and everyone kind of agrees that they probably did violate the spirit of the injury report agreement that the NFL and its teams have. So a second-round pick was a little surprising. And I will say that a guy like Richard Sherman, who has sometimes made it easy to like and dislike him, because it was Richard Sherman, and let's say not Stephen Hauschka, for example, they might get a second-round pick taken away as opposed to a third or fourth.
But what do you think, Jonathan? And my theory is that there's a little bit more scrutiny regarding this type of story in light of the Raiders moving to Las Vegas. And the whole idea that we have these injury reports is to help eliminate some of that information or misinformation for gamblers. So how do you think that may have played into this?
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, one that I hadn't considered. But, yeah, I think the move to Las Vegas is going to bring up just a trove of questions, of debates, of theoreticals, and this is certainly one of the first ones. And so, look, I understand, again, to Seattle's point, he didn't miss a snap. And so, to gamblers and everything else, did that really necessarily affect outcomes of games? I don't know. But I will say this, Atlanta was attacking him with Julio Jones last week, especially early in the game before Julio went out with that toe. And had they known that, he couldn't really move around on whatever MCL that was, maybe they attack him a little more. So, Seattle keeping that under wraps might have saved them. But again, did it violate the spirit of the injury report? Probably.